know how much personal information your children are sharing online. Now, it might seem like they've got private lives, but in reality, websites and apps are actually capturing information without them actually knowing.
It's pretty scary. On average, more than 72 million pieces of online data are collected from your child before they even turn 13. Wow. So here to tell us how to keep our children safe online is cyber safety expert Ross Bark. Good morning to you, Ross.
Good morning.
This is pretty scary for parents. What exactly are we talking about here?
We're talking about lots and lots of kids using lots and lots of apps, creating lots of personal information that is going to third parties that they know nothing about. Because for young people, it's a magical entity, the internet. And the way I look at it...
They don't realise the security risks involved.
It's really like an unsupervised playground, where it's akin to a child going down the street and handing all of their personal information to some random person and not knowing where that information is going.
And sometimes your credit card information too.
Yeah, exactly.
How do the apps get this information? What information are we talking about?
We're talking about personal information around locations, what they're posting, what they're viewing, their age. They can use apps where they'll connect to other applications and that information then gets spread to lots and lots of different places.
Identity, I think, would be another
Personal identifiable information is the biggest issue. So their identity can be used to create profiles, which then can be used to analyse and store and then send back adverts that target them in different ways. But the biggest issue is parents, children have no idea where this information's been stored, because normally it's definitely not in Australia. Right. It's in places like Latvia, right? Because a lot of these apps come from these places. And then it's just been used willy-nilly with no understanding where it's going.
And no governmental oversight. While we were talking, when Clint was talking about what we were talking about, you sat down and talked to us about TikTok.
Yeah.
What is this? This is a lip-syncing app.
Yeah.
This week it was forced to pay an $8 million fine for misusing the data from young people using the app. So are there other apps that should be paying fines that are misusing our data? From what you're saying, there are.
There are. There's things, Ask FM. So you can go and comment and you can post questions anonymously.
How was that sort of bullying
to random people?
Years ago?
And they're capturing information. That you can link that to Instagram. That information is being captured. Personal information about children in terms of what they're posting and where it's going. The other one, which I think is a big issue, is the Monkey app, which effectively allows you to connect with other people on a video chat, random people,
like
around the world.
Back in the day?
Yeah, like chat roulette. And that's, again, capturing all of this information. You've got lots of young kids that are under 13 using these apps and putting forward all of this information.
But the big tech ones, like, sorry for jumping in here, like your Twitters or your Instagram, kids that have Instagram or Facebook, are they safe?
Well, I would say they are safe to a degree. You've got to be vigilant about the information that you're posting online. And the key thing that I would say is, for parents in particular, you've got to vet every single app that your young person is using. There are so many apps out there that contain a lot of advertising and in-app purchases. Those are the ones to be wary of, because those are the ones that are more likely to be collecting your information. You've got to remember that there are thousands of app developers out there that are specifically making apps for young people, and the only way they make money is by advertising within the app. So they need to collect that data. They are collecting that information and they're using it in different ways. I mean, I mentioned Ask FM. I mean, that's based out of Latvia and other countries there.
What's going on here? Why are they all coming out of these countries?
Because it's very easy for them to set up an application and start moving and collecting data and doing advertising outside jurisdictions like the US and other places in Europe and Australia. So I think the key thing here is that we've really got to have frequent education. And one of the things that we're doing, my brother and I are running Best Enemies workshops through Best Enemies and facilitators. And we're seeing great empowerment and change of behaviour in schools and with teachers and students. And the key thing around that is that you've really got to get young people, through innovative ways of engagement, frequently, you've got to do this frequently to understand what is going on. Because if they don't get it, then parents aren't going to understand it either. There's a great anxiety as a parent like myself. You think you can protect your young person offline, but it's very difficult to understand what to do online as well. So my main thing would to say is use applications like Family Zone and Family Time and things like that, and really be vigilant in terms of the information that they are collecting online. Don't let them just download things willy-nilly.
All right, Ross, good advice there, mate. Gee whiz.